Eunice.
It's finally over. Thank God. Just kidding. Well, kinda. But this cannot be my last speech unless I tell you first my thoughts, what my thoughts were, what I've learned, and what a pleasure it's been working with all of you guys. First of all, my thoughts, how I got into this class. I was told that I needed to take this class as a requirement for my program, so I said, well, let's get it over with. It's going to be no problem. But it was more challenging than I expected. My first impressions of this class were like, oh, this is really weird. The teacher is kind of weird. And the students, it was just, I don't know, I thought everything was really strange and different. The concept of Mike Miller's dog at first, when I was first learning these things, I was like, this is kind of corny. I don't really care for this, but later on, I understood. And I'll talk a little bit about that later. Now, what I've learned so many things throughout this quarter, especially thanks to this class. I'm so self-conscious about the way I speak now, or more like aware of what I say and how I say it. And of course, those dreadful From now on, every time I say this, I hold my breath a little. And even when I don't have this class, I think I'm still going to do that. I think I die a little inside, actually. But it's okay. I learned that I'm probably never going to stop saying that. So, oh well. Now, also I want to talk about a little bit about my portfolio. See if I can do this. I put a picture of our class in the beginning, even though it's in black and white. I didn't have color. But I included all my speeches under one section, and speech number 1 about our significant individual. I talked about my mom, and this speech, since it was the first one, it was kind of hard, but it was like whatever. I did it, and I didn't really think much about that speech. I saw it, and I didn't do as bad as I thought when I saw it, even though I had to improve on a lot. Speech number 2 was the demonstration speech, and I think a lot of us can agree or relate that this one was the most fun. I really, really liked it. The only thing I didn't like was that I forgot to ask for extra time, so I got stopped by the timer, and I was like, oh, it wasn't finished. But it was okay overall, and I enjoyed everybody else's demonstration speech. I think that was the best part of being the audience, too. We got to learn things from other people. I just really enjoyed that speech. And it wasn't graded. Oh wait, it was just The other speech was about the past speeches, and I picked I picked Hitler, I picked Martin Luther King, as a great speaker, and I picked Roosevelt, thank you. And I really liked that one. I got to research a lot. I had a hard time choosing the speakers or the speeches. I remember I was telling my partner that I just had a hard time choosing, and I was just looking over through like 50 speeches or something, and I was trying to critique them and trying to find which ones were my favorite. But it was really hard to come down to just 3. It was really hard. But I still got to read about a whole bunch of other speeches that I had never heard, but I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this project. I did a lot of research on it, even though I didn't do so great on this actual speech, but it was good overall. Speech number 4 was the Hire Me speech. And I didn't like this speech. I didn't like it, because I just didn't like it at all. And I didn't like the fact that we were going to get interviewed. I didn't like any of it. I didn't like it, but I did good on it. I did my outline good, and I spoke well that speech. I think I did. I don't know. I think I did really good on that one, but I didn't like the actual speech. Then speech number 5. I'm not going to show that one. That one was awful. Really, really bad. Keep sliding. Yeah, speech number 5, I wasn't prepared because I wrote on my planner that I had to do it the day after, and it was really that day that I had to do it, and I wasn't prepared at all. Well, it was because I left my speech at home in my computer. I didn't know I was supposed to do it that day, even though I had a feeling, but I wrote it wrong. I don't know what was wrong with me. I wrote it wrong on my planner. But speech number 6 was one of my favorite. I got to work with someone, so it wasn't so nerve-wracking being up here. Even though that day I wasn't nervous at all, but I was really shy for some reason. I don't know why I was so shy that day. And when Christine was speaking, I just didn't know what to do with myself. I was just like standing up here being really awkward. I didn't know what to do. But it was really good. I'm really glad I had to work with someone and I didn't have to do it all on my own, because I don't really think I can talk for 10 minutes or however long we talked. I don't think I can do it.
36 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that on my own. Good thing I had a partner for that one. So yeah, those were some of my speeches. And now I'm going to talk about what a pleasure it's been working with all of you guys, my classmates. This class is different because in all my other classes, everybody treats each other like strangers, kind of like what Chan said a little bit. Nobody really cares. Everybody's in their own world, doing their own thing. But this class, we really get to talk with our class. It's a speaking class, so we really get to, I think, bloom, I guess, in a way. And so I really think I enjoyed it. I like Dr. Phil's teaching style. Well, I think it's his teaching style, his own way of doing with the class. And I also apply the concept of Mike Miller's dog with the thought of my partner, because out of all the partners I could have had, I got Christine. And I can just say how great it's been to work with you. And with everyone else, really, I got to learn from everybody's speeches and everything. But Christine, you're an awesome partner. So overall, it's been a great experience. So now I've told you my thoughts and what I've learned and what a pleasure it's been to have worked with you all. So now I'll leave you with a little funny quote I learned just yesterday, and I thought it was really cute. I included it in one of my, what I've read that's made me a better, no, I think I included it in my humor part. Well, I don't remember. It's somewhere in there. And it says, "Silence is golden, but duct tape is silver."